Good morning, YouTube. Louie here with the best silver gold deals of Wednesday, October 1st, brand new month, 2025. Let's see what happened yesterday. And yesterday we had kind of a V bottom after gold and silver selling off dramatically, and then an immediate reversal to the upside. Today, the upside continues with gold up $17 to 3,874, marching up to 4,000 it looks like, and silver up 75 cents to 47.33. In the futures market, December contract 47.46. GSR going back down almost a full point to 81.75 this morning, and just going back to those prices. So we still have China on holiday, and we still have a situation that is convenient for manipulators to take advantage of. But looks like they couldn't push it much further down than they did yesterday. I'm still kind of holding back this week to see what happens, but markets are very, very strong in metals. The dollar is, the 10-year is down this morning after the ADP report showing continued weakness in the labor market, small and medium-sized businesses losing jobs, and larger businesses growing. Very strange report. So we have that on the heels of the government shutdown, weakening the 10-year yield down to 4.10, bringing the dollar down to 97.54. Let's get a longer chart of the dollar. Doesn't seem to want to crack yet, though, but it should be going lower, which is often a tailwind for precious metals. Still thinking we could get that pullback, but looks like we're going to see all-time highs here pretty soon. Let's see, in the copper market, copper down 3 cents to 4.87. Platinum down $5 to 1,586 in the futures market. Base metals down 3 cents to 20.54. Let's see, gold miners up 81 cents, 1% to 77.21, looking like it wants to make another high. Silver miners about the same, making a new high. In the economic calendar today, we had ADP employment, which was weak. As I said, we have the prospect of a long-term shutdown in the government, which will damage the economy to some extent. So that may increase the odds of a rate cut. Let's see, we were supposed to have PMI at 9:45. I don't know if we will or not. Construction spending, ISM spending, auto sales. Tomorrow, initial jobless claims. I don't know if we get that report or not. We may be flying blind this week. And Friday, U.S. employment report, hourly wages, ISM. So, we may be flying blind this week. Now, I think part of yesterday was window dressing by the big funds that wanted to show that they had precious metals. I think might even be the #1 performer last quarter in terms of appreciation. So there probably was a lot of window dressing among funds that want to pretend that they caught this move earlier than they did. And again, now we're in October, stock market looking kind of sick here, and no reason why we couldn't have a big sell-off in the stock market today. And speaking of the stock market, we are right smack in the middle of the Fear-Greed index at neutral. Dow futures down 147, S&P down 29, NASDAQ futures down 132 in spite of a dropping 10-year yield. And our canary in the coal mine is Bitcoin, and it is always pass it. Don't know why. I can't see it. Okay, up 2,512 to 116,490, flexing its muscles this morning. Maybe people moving out of stocks into bonds and into precious metals and crypto? Don't know. Okay, before we get on to the deals, I'm on the website, bestsilvergolddeals.com, sponsored by No Bullion Dealers, where we're going to try to find you the best price anywhere we can. Welcome new members, subscribers, and people just passing by. Take a second right now and give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. All right, and on to the question of the day. Yesterday's question of the day was, did a government shutdown change the price, have an effect on the price of precious metals? And the answer is no. No appreciable change in gold or silver as a result of the last government shutdown. And of course, there are lots of other factors moving gold and silver, but this should not be the reason that metals rally. So let's keep watching that 10-year, watching that dollar. And ETF flows have been very positive in the paper market as well. Let's get on to the deals here if you are buying. And I'm still hoping for that pullback for you guys. Let's see. And, let's just do the gold eagles. 1/10 gold eagle is... Things just getting more and more expensive. $415 at bullion exchanges. A quarter ounce gold eagle is 1,027 at Monument Metals. A $5 commemorative, which may be a cheaper way to get into fractional U.S. sovereign gold, is $947 at bullion exchanges. 1 ounce gold eagle is 3,968 at bullion exchanges. A Buffalo new player here is now 4,046 at Safe Haven. I'm noticing some sellouts of cheap foreign gold, but the Krugerrand is still hanging around here. It's still over spot, but not by too much. 3,898. Who has got $4,000 to buy gold? Almost nobody, so the fractional gold is usually a better choice for most people, because it's either that or nothing. Gold below spot over at bullion exchanges. What do we got? We got nada, enchilada. See what I mean? They're picking up the cheap gold, guys. Let's see. And what do we want to do? Platinum is really on a tear here. Lots of people buying platinum. Let's see what a platinum coin is. 1,680 for a platinum maple at Golden Eagle. The 25-gram pack, 1,538. I liked it better at 1,200, but I do like that. Let's do silver eagles. Premium's getting a little pricier here. 50.33 at Monument Metals. Any quantity pricing. Culls are out of the store. So, yeah, can't find any decent culls anymore. People are picking up the cheap silver, cheap sovereign silver as well. I got to keep my red and yellow light on here. I think we're going to bounce around in this 45 to 48 range for a while. Could be wrong. And again, if you are buying, maybe put your money into different segments, maybe into 5 piles and buy once a week for 5 weeks if you don't want to miss the move. We could bust through 50 at any point in time. I feel the probability of that is low. So that's where I stand. Let's keep going here, but on the chance that I'm wrong, you'll never see $47 silver again. Maple can be had, silver maple that is, at $49.25 at bullion exchanges, the number 2 most popular sovereign silver coin. Kangaroos can be had for $49.20 at bullion exchanges. Moving on, just keep moving fast here. The gold sunflower has been up for a couple days, and now it is gone. All right, so you won't be picking that one up anymore. At Costco, what do they got? Probably higher prices. Costco has got a 1-gram gold bar for $3,969. Holy moly, and a silver bar at $509. Executive Club membership and a 2% rebate credit card will get you very close to spot on that. Junk is about 50 cents over at Monument Metals, a ridiculous price for junk that we're finding between $1 and $2 under spot on eBay most days, not yesterday. A large lot of junk is right around spot at 33.26 times face. If Eagle premiums start going up, you know junk premiums will follow. Let's do, is this Twin Maple still in stock? Okay, finally out of stock. I don't know why they weren't selling those. I'll get mine any day now. The silver below spot is all going to be junk over at bullion exchanges, yeah, and they're going to be selling you 40%. Do not buy 40%, 35% war nickels, sterling, anything other than sovereign coins, 999 coins, or 999 bullion. Please, guys, don't load up your stack with this stuff unless you're getting it, or slicks for that matter as well. Just don't load up your stack with that stuff. It's going to be hard to unload. You want the good stuff. Here we've got a $100 face bag of dimes for 33.26 times face. So that's my advice there. I don't want to see you get stuck with the 40%. Let's see, moving on to 10-ounce Scottsdale Stacker. I bet that's out. No, a 505 this morning for Scottsdale Stackers. Okay, a little premium there, and I love Scottsdale. You know, you can usually find their products a little bit cheaper out in the wild, like on eBay, etc. But Scottsdale is such a class outfit. Now that I've been buying from them for years, but now that I'm doing some selling, really appreciate Scottsdale a lot. If you wanted to stack only one kind of generic bullion, boy, you could really consider doing it there. Let's see, because they have a closed loop, you know. It's not like a JM bullion that wants to pay you $3 back a spot. Because they're melting it or whatnot. Scottsdale is probably recycling that silver into their own products. So it's a nice closed loop. Really, just a great little company. Okay, sorry, I didn't want to go off on too big a tangent. How about a kilo this morning? Kilo 1537 at Monument Metals. A Hyundai is going to be 4,807. There's some nicer bars for about $50 more. This is over at Safe Haven Metals. Let's move on to, want to see the price of the 5 kilo Geiger bar? 8,163. How about that for a move? Buy that before you buy those 1,000-ounce bars, guys. You can't get rid of those 1,000-ounce bars. Pick of the day is still this one here, and you can still subscribe to it for holy mackerel. Please do. You'll be happy you did. This is the limited edition silver proof set. Okay, I'm just telling you now, that won't last forever. That will ship in November, I believe. I don't know when they cancel the subscription. Now we are on eBay, and on eBay, want to use a good rebate credit card, PayPal credit card, American Express Everyday Cash. Check out through PayPal or any other 3% rebate credit card you have. And that's how we'll get some of the better prices out here. If you don't have a pocket pinger, you may want to pick one up if you're going to garage sales and you want to do a quick test of those Morgan silver dollars. But we're on to the Eagles. The smaller to mid-sized sellers have been selling Eagles cheaper than the dealer. Right, and here we have Culls for 50, about 48.50 out the door for Culls, which is about $1 over spot. Let's see if we can find some BU. Impaired, this is Pinehurst impaired. Those are usually pretty good at about 48.50. You might be happy with that order. Let's see, Skip BGASC, bullion.com has got BU Eagles for 50, 50.50, no, 50.10. I'm having trouble doing that math, but a little over $50, a little over 48.50 from bullion.com for BU 20 Silver Eagles, extra $10 off. Let's do the real math on that. So this 1023 is making it hard in my head. 1023 divided by 20 equals, 51.15. I did that wrong. Times 0.97 with a good credit card. You'll be out the door at 49.61. You'll be a buck or two under the dealers on that deal right there. Big lot of Silver Eagles. Pinehurst comes up. Very nice. Impaired. People have had pretty good luck with the Pinehurst impaired. So those are going to be about 48.50 out the door. You can buy that all day long. Dollar over spot for Culls or impaired. Not a bad price. If you want to get to the BUs, yeah, here's that same listing from bullion.com. Oh, this is even cheaper. 51 would get you out the door at 49.50. Over at the dealer, 49.50 versus the dealer price of 50.16. Oh, you're only going to save 65 cents. I thought it was better than that. Still 65 cents. If you're buying 100, that's $65. Let's get back to the deals. Let's get out of the Eagle category. Let's do Maples. Maples 12.50. Big seller, pretty good feedback, and they are, let's see, are any good? Look good to me. Okay, and let's see, 1250. We'll do the math on that since my chart has it's blown off the top side again. 1250 divided by 25 equals 50 bucks times 0.97. You'll be out the door on Maples at 48.50. Over at the dealer, Maples are over at the dealer, Maples are 48.50 versus 49.22. So that's another 75 cents or so on Maples. I'd get the Eagles over the Maples, guys. Let's see. We'll skip the rest of these, huh? Let's do junk. Junk is as cheap as. Don't want that one. Let's see. No dates. We want dates. Okay. 31.5. What was wrong with these? $11 shipping. So 32.7. That'd be about 31.8 out the door. Oh, and he's away. Now we got to keep going. 31.8. Here's another seller, Kennedy Halves. Good seller, good feedback. Let's see, 33 times face. On that one, take a buck off, about 32 times face. The best dealer, small lot dealer, 32 times face versus the dealer over here at 33.6 times face. So there's your $2 below spot, something like $2, $1.50 to $2 below spot, right on that guy right there. And who doesn't love Kennedy Halves? And Kennedys are hot right now. Boy, aren't they? Boy, they're very hot now that they're changing the design on the coin after all these years. You may want to go to the bank and get some Kennedy half dollars. Let's see. I don't know. I'm not going to do that myself. So junk did good. Okay, $1.50 to $2 under for junk. Let's skip the Carson Cities and the Morgans and go on to a kilo. Cheapest kilo is $15.63, about $15.20 out the door. You can do the math on that. 32 ounces of silver. Let's do the vintage poured bars. And let's just go. Oh, wow. There's a 5-ounce Silvertown, $4.75. I'm going to go up a little bit. What's this one? This is ASR Alaska Refining. Here's an SB Constitution. Everybody has one of these in the stack. Not a rare bar by a long shot, but it's only $5.29. U.S. Constitution, silver bar. Don't know about Spanish bars. Now here's a Silvertown bar. Now this would be a restrike, a repour, right? So people buy these and think that they're getting something old. These are modern Silvertown bars, as opposed to, oh, here's a Bach bar. Bach is a good bar, 10 ounce. Kind of a rough finish on that bar. Let's see what else we got that's cool. And OPM bar, not that old. Let's see what else we got here. HPM Seattle, $5.50. This Silvertown bar may be older here. The smooth finish Silvertown bars. There's a story on those. I won't go into it, but that's a nice bar there. Let's see. Here's one with the serial number, so that would be an older one. What else we got? Oh, and I'll stop. I get just lost in the vintage bars. And again, it's not a bad time to pick up vintage bars. Look at that. Oh, I want this. Is that a 5-ounce? No, it's a 5-ounce. But the Canadian poured bars with the bull logo are very, very hot. What else we got here? See, I could just do this all day long. Let's get up to something more expensive. Let's see what the good stuff is. See, the good stuff is going to come out, and the premium over spot is some of the lowest I've ever seen on vintage bars right now. But you'd have to be a contrarian like me. Let's see, ASRS, American Silver Reclaiming, don't know them. Stop, Louis, stop. Don't keep doing this. What do we got? We got Star Metals, 649, getting pricey here. Oh, that's pretty. These 5-ounce bars, wow, they keep popping up. There's an older Bach. Simmons. Ooh, what's this? HTF. Duro. It looks like an extruded bar. That's pretty cool at 649. I promise I am going to stop right now. Okay, the cheapest kilo kook is going to be 1649 for a brand new one. Cheapest tuba kooks, 1050. That'd put you at about under $50 a kook out the door. Not a bad $3 premium on kooks. Best deal on a large lot of 1-ounce rounds are going to be 48. That'd be out the door. Ooh, that'd be right around spot from bullion.com. Random design. You may not get the buffaloes though. Let's do a small lot. So that's around spot. A small lot of 20 is going to be 45 and 350, 48.50, about 47.40 out the door. That's right around spot. Bullion.com throwing up some good offerings today. It's a very good company. You'll probably get some very nice silver from them. So that's around spot for 1-ounce rounds, beating the dealer. Let's do a hundy and a hundy. Let's find something good here. And here is a, no, 47.75 for an Engelhard. Now, Engelhards can bring higher buyback prices at some dealers. So keep that in mind when you buy. If you focus on Scottsdale, Engelhard, and Johnson Matthey, you'll have a premium silver bar that could bring you a little bigger high buyback price. If you're not thinking about buyback prices, well, maybe you don't ever plan to sell. Some of us plan to do some selling, and some of us don't. So if you ever plan to sell premium bars like the single hard here, which is a 100-ounce single hard bar from a big seller with great feedback, is going to be, holy moly, look at how cheap this is. 2 people have it in their cart already. 47.75. Oh, baby. 47.75 times 0.97. Use those good credit cards. PayPal is unlimited cash back. 46.31. You're going to be a buck under spot on an Engelhard. You could buy that and sell that today and lose no money. So there you go. Heavy hitters, take note. Looks like a pebble finish. Not my favorite finish, bubble back, but I mean, unless it's fake or something. What does he say about it? It's a vintage bullion bar, 100 ounces, unique serial number. No buyers with less than 10 feedback. Okay, this guy seems like a long-term seller. He's got some knowledge about stuff, and I doubt he's selling anything fake. But do test it if you buy this one. It is it's a very, very good price. Tube of BU Peace Dollars as cheap as $8.28. A tube of BU 21 Morgans as cheap as $8.10. He'll take a best offer. He's a small seller. So you may not want to do that. $12 shipping on that. We had this yesterday. I guess you didn't like it. Let's do the Army Privy Eagle. How cheap can we get those? Let's see, $2.04 for the booby prize. But if you want to get a raw one, you don't want the 69s, guys. Oh, there's a good price. No, that's the 69. Nice to get the OGP with the slab. I appreciate that when I buy something. So past the booby prizes and get to a raw coin. $2.45, but he won't show you a picture of it. $2.45, no picture. Want to get a raw one and make sure there's no milk spots on that baby. Another booby prize. Here's one. You're going to see the picture. And that is $2.49. He'll take a best offer. And there's one for $2.50. Mine's in here somewhere. Where's mine? I thought I was selling one. I don't know. Maybe I sold it. How much am I asking? I don't know. Maybe I sold it. Can't remember. Let's see. How about a 70? What is a 70 going for? And I actually did buy some of these when they first came out, which I never do. 70s are going for $364. Again, I will say it, guys, when you're looking at resale or sale prices on eBay, ignore everything. Ignore the special labels, ignore the signatures, ignore the $1,000 coins that nobody in the world has or probably buys. Well, some people buy them. You want to look at what is the lowest price for the grade that you might be obtaining if you grade these things. The lowest price for a 70 is 364. That is the value of the PF70 Army Privy Eagle. It is not $1,000. It's not $500. Don't get yourself all starry-eyed over these people that have special labels. That is not us, okay? We don't move in those circles. We don't get those labels. This coin is worth $365, which is even a little bit less than it sold for on pre-sale, just so you know, okay? But if you want to get, a first release, well, you probably have to pay, let's see, Ultra Cameo first. You may pay upwards of $400 for a first release, but I don't want you to get confused with, yes, you can find $1,000 PF70 Army Privy Eagles. That is irrelevant to all of us. Let's keep going here. Cheapest 2023 Platinum Eagle, last year of production, $1,800. I sold mine for $1,550. 1 gram gold. Gee, if you sell, you gotta grit and bear it, right? Just gotta grit and bear it if you sell, and you move on. And I'm not seeing anything in the 1 gram category. The 1/10 gold eagle, 1/10 gold is $3.99, 0 feedback seller, 9 feedback seller, 0 feedback seller. Get past all these. I wish they had a way to eliminate those in the sort. I haven't found it. Here we've got a kangaroo. I have stacked many kangaroos and always been very happy with the buy and the sell prices. This one is going to cost you $412, and it's going to be about $395 out the door. It's just a kangaroo, nothing special about it, but lower buy-sell spread on that. Let's do a 1/10 gold eagle. Are those going to be $415 here? 1/10 gold eagle. I'm going to skip BGASC. Go to bullion.com. 420 out the door is going to be 405. That'll beat the dealer on a 1/10 gold eagle if you're building your Yankee cannon. But you're paying up to do that. Don't think you're not. Quarter ounce gold eagle is, where are you? 1040, 1025, 1010. Oh, how about this one here? $9.99. Well, that's a 20 feedback seller. I don't know about 20 feedback. Here's a 235 feedback seller. Here we have an MS69 2006 West Point Gold Eagle 1010 on this, plus 4, 1015 minus $30 would put you at about $985 on a slabbed quarter ounce gold eagle. Whoa, want to see that at the dealer? $985 versus, I'm just saying, this is how, if you're going to pay up for gold eagles, why do you want to pay the retail price? Even the best price anywhere on the internet is $1026. So you're going to save $40 an eagle by taking this guy off his hands. It's in the slab, it's authenticated, he's got enough feedback. 235, I'd take a gamble on him any day of the week. And if you don't like that one, there's another one here at 1025, another one at 1025, signed label. Oh, cheaper than the raw BU coin. This one is signed by Philip Deal. Whoever knows who he was, who cares? These signatures have zero value in the aftermarket unless you're dealing with a new release and people are paying up for it, and they shouldn't be. You shouldn't be putting that stuff in your stack and paying up for it. You certainly shouldn't be paying $1,000 for a signed Army Privy Silver Eagle. And here's the good example of this. This guy paid up for this signed slab. Doesn't even look to be a real. Oh, it's a PC. Is that a PCGS? Is that a PCGS? Kind of looks like A PCGS slab. I'm confused. Oh, maybe it's a fake. I don't know. I don't recognize that slab. Anyway, I don't want to get stuck there, but whoever bought that is losing money on that. Not he's making money on the spot price of gold. He's losing money on the premium he paid. Get smart about that stuff, guys. Let's see. I'm sorry. I don't want to talk down to you. I know some of you are way smarter than me. Let's see. Here's a Platinum Eagle for 2,300. Holy moly. Here we got a Proof Gold Eagle with a booby prize of 69, 39.95. He'll take a best offer. He's a mid-size seller. That is NGC authenticated, and it is a 1-ounce Gold Eagle, 39.95. Let's say you get it for 39.50. Let's say you get it out the door at 38.50. That's a lot of guessing on my part, but how does that compare to the dealers? 38.50 in the slab versus 39.66. Raw coin BU, so you do that any day of the week. That is that one right there. He's a big enough seller. He's got 100% feedback, looks righteous, and it's a proof to boot. It is the booby prize. It's 69. That's why he's losing money on this coin. Okay, maybe he graded it and he got a 69. Is it a first release? I think dealers can get first strike. I think we can get first release if it's early, first 30 days or something. Anyway, take this off his hand. His loss is your gain. Save $100. Okay, we're doing great here. I don't even need to go any further. Let's do pre-33 because I skipped the dealers. What do we got? We got $10. Oh my God, not 3,200. Skip that. Here we got a very fine double eagle, 38.61. That'll beat the dealer price by a whole lot. This is a mid-size seller, fair feedback. He's got a double eagle in very fine grade, and that's acceptable. I'd rather have AU, but that's acceptable if you're putting together a pre-33 set because you don't want to pay up for modern gold eagles. Look at this, 38.62. Will he take a best offer? No. But sometimes the smaller sellers will take a best offer if you message them. 38.62 times 0.97. Use those good credit cards. That's why we have them. 37.46. The dealer price on this is this is a St. Gaudens. 37.46 versus 37.96. Oh, this is a BU, so it may not be quite as good as I thought. Okay, we'll keep going there, but that's going to be very close to melt on that coin right there. Like I said, 37.46 divided by 0.9675. Somebody told me this math doesn't work doing it this way. I don't understand why it wouldn't work. 38.71 against a spot price of 38.63. So $8 over spot for pre-33 right there. Nothing wrong with that at all. But, I don't know. Maybe he'll take a little less. So there you go. I'd rather have the St. Gaudens in BU, personally. I would actually pay that extra money, but that's just because I admire those. 50 peso can be a good deal at 48.23. You do the math on that one, okay? Might be under spot. Let's go. Laser Privy Eagle is cheapest you can get those in the booby prize is 124. Cheapest you can get those raw is 137. I thought they'd do better, honestly. Let's see, and the gold sunflower, cheapest gold sunflower you can buy is 51.75 this morning, and that is surprising given the re-release of almost 2,000 of those, which got snapped up very quickly. So that tells me that the 70 may garner greater value over time. Let's see, Platinum Multi-Pack, which I highly recommend you pick up one of these when they're cheap. And are they cheap at 1509? Are they cheap at 1460 out the door? Oh man, I don't know, having paid so much less for that. But Platinum it looks like it has no sign of slowing down. Again, my price target on Platinum is 2,800. Your melt on this is maybe 1,650 or something. So I think at some point, I think on that you'll be under spot. And at some point, the individual Platinum will sell for much more than 32 of the No, 30, 31 of the you know what I'm trying to say. Never mind. Okay, and oh, I forgot to tell you, my new skull is ready, and there it is right there. Anybody looking for a skull, this is what I'm calling the Black-Eyed Ogre, and it's a 5 ounce for any channel members that would like to pick that up. If you'd like something other than that, let me know. I'll pour you something different. This is my October release, $250 over spot for any channel member, plus $5 shipping. Sorry, spot price is so high, but that's where it is. Let's keep going here, and I do appreciate each and every channel member. Thank you so much for being part of the community. I can't keep going here, but you got to pick up this Amex card, Everyday Cash. It's the bomb. Click this link here. It supports my website. I appreciate that. You're going to get a couple $100 back after you use it a little bit. And 3% cash back all over the place, including eBay and precious metals. The PayPal card is totally free, and that's 3% unlimited cash back when you check out through PayPal. It's the best deal in town, okay? But only if you pay it off after you use it. Quicksilver card is, I like it for the kicker deals, the 4% kicker deals. When I'm buying supplies on eBay, for example, I'll check out through the Quicksilver special deal page. That'll get me 4% off on, casting supplies or shipping or mailing supplies. And then I pay with my I would pay with my 3% PayPal card or my 3% American Express everyday cash. However, I have maxed my American Express card, no longer earning 3%, and I've canceled my PayPal card because they identified me as a dealer, and it doesn't work anymore. So now I'm using my 2.5% Alliant Capital One card, and that card is going to go to 1.5%. So I'll have to go back to my 2% Wells Fargo card. So my deals are getting worse, but typically most of you can get up to 7% off on different things on eBay, and it does not work on precious metals. Capital One Saver card is the bomb. They're going to give you money. They're going to pay you when you go shopping for groceries. One of the best cards you can pick up if you spend a lot of money on groceries and then the money you save there, all the rebates, well, just throw it into your account and then buy some precious metals with it. You know, not everything is easy. Some things take a little more effort. Okay, picks of the day. I won't do them, but watch the U.S. Mint. Boy, I hope you hope you're watching all those releases like a hawk. They're doing very well. Very well. And in the chat room, click this link here at the top of the website. See what the smart people over there are doing. And thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the cups of coffee. Thank you for the super thanks. Thank you for the memberships. Just thank you for being part of the community here. I appreciate talking to you guys. And let me know what you're thinking. I will check spot price one more time. And while I'm doing that, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share this with somebody who's paying too much for their precious metals because they're like, I only shop at Apmex. Okay, don't be that guy. Even if they give you their crappy credit card, you're still not going to get you're not going to get the best of the deals. The only place that real heavy hitters are doing well is on, what is it, Standard Bullion? Standard Bullion? I forget. The place where you have to buy a membership, and then if you buy tens of thousands of dollars in gold and silver, that's a pretty good deal over there. Standard Bullion? I'm blanking on the name of that place. Anyway, gold is up $10 to 38.68. Government shutdown. Maybe it's a government shutdown rally. I doubt it. Maybe it's a lower dollar rally. I doubt it because we've been moving independent of the dollar lately. Maybe it's just people sensing money printer go burr. Maybe the government shutdown will spur a recession, kick us over into recession. Now that'll bring down long-term rates. Maybe that's what the administration wants. Because it's not just the government workers, and by the way, a lot of them will get paid back pay when they go back to work. It's not just the government workers, it's the knock-on effects. The government money funds a lot of other contracted services and subsidiary companies, and they are going to hurt. Whoever is supplying to the government, whoever is doing healthcare secondary services for the Medicaid, Medicare system. Whoever is maybe some defense contractors, not sure. They usually take care of them, don't they? Anyway, we'll have to see. I think this government shutdown is going to drag out, and see what you think about that. All right, guys, I will see you later. Thank you.